Did you know that a streaming service just raised prices and still gained more subscribers? That's exactly what's happening with Starz, and it's raising some serious questions about how we value content in the digital age. Let me break this down for you. Here's a company that recently jacked up its monthly fee to $11.99. That's like a 10% price hike, and somehow managed to grow its audience. Hirsch, the CEO, called it very rare for a business to see subscriber growth while raising prices. But here's what really makes me think. Why would people pay more for something they already have? Is this a sign that Starz has cracked the code on premium content? Or are people just desperate for alternatives to the usual suspects like Netflix and Disney+? I mean, if you're paying $12 a month, you'd better be getting something that feels exclusive, right? Let's dig into what's actually going on here. Starz isn't just relying on price increases to keep people hooked. They've got this new deal with Netflix for the first 4 seasons of Power, which is wild because it's a move that feels both strategic and counterintuitive. On one hand, partnering with Netflix gives them access to a massive audience, but on the other, they are giving up some control. Wait, no, actually, they are keeping all the sequels, prequels, and spin-offs. That's smart. It's like handing someone a key to your front door, but keeping the entire house for yourself. It's a way to test the waters with new viewers while still holding the reins. What makes this really interesting is how it fits into their broader strategy. They are not just selling content, they are building a brand that can survive beyond the lifespan of a single show. That's the kind of thinking that separates the big players from the also-rans. And then there's this thing about Universal. Starz cut ties with Universal because, honestly, those old shows weren't working. They hadn't aired in almost a year and a half, and when they did, people weren't watching. That's brutal. It's like having a library of books you've never read. Why would anyone care? But here's the kicker. By ditching that deal, they are saving money. They can now reinvest in their own content. This isn't just about cost-cutting, it's about control. They are choosing to build their own universe instead of relying on someone else's leftovers. I mean, how many companies would have the guts to say, "We are not going to play this game anymore"? That takes real conviction. It's almost like they are saying, "We are not just a distributor anymore. We are a creator." And let's talk about Fightland. This show is the poster child for Starz's new approach. It costs $2.5 million per episode, which is way cheaper than what they used to pay. But here's the thing, it's not just about the numbers. It's about the audience. They are targeting the same people who watch Power, but with a different vibe. Lower churn, longer engagement, better lifetime value, that's the holy grail of streaming. If they can keep people watching for longer, they don't have to fight as hard to retain them. It's like building a loyalty program that's baked into the content itself. This isn't just a cost-saving measure, it's a blueprint for the future. What this really suggests is that the streaming wars aren't just about who has the most content, it's about who can make the best content at the lowest cost. But here's the big question, can this model work for everyone? Starz is in a unique position right now. They've got a strong brand, a loyal fan base, and the financial flexibility to experiment. But what happens when the next big competitor comes along with the same playbook? Will people keep paying $12 a month for content that's not necessarily better, just cheaper to produce? Or is this just a temporary fix in a market that's already saturated? I don't know. But one thing's clear, Starz is betting that people are tired of the status quo. And if they are right, this could be the beginning of a whole new era in streaming, one where value isn't just about price, but about purpose.